Where Diana Ross lives today at 77 is sad to see. Barack Obama, Martha's Vineyard. There's no question that former U.S. President Barack Obama has gotten a great deal of recognition and respect for his efforts throughout his term. He's a Harvard graduate and an attorney who taught constitutional law from 1997 to 2004, and he's constantly experimenting with new enterprises, the most recent of which includes a podcast and his presidential memoir. Obama would undoubtedly spend some nice relaxation in his home after a long day's work. The former president and his family paid $11.75 million for this magnificent mansion on Martha's Vineyard in late 2020. The property's position, surrounded by magnificent greenery, offers its tenants with complete seclusion. Aside from that, it offers lots of stuff to keep the whole family entertained. This home boasts a separate barn, a pool, a boathouse, and access to a neighboring pond in addition to its bedrooms and baths. Raquel Welch, Los Angeles. Raquel Welch was a statuesque celebrity of the 1960s and 1970s. She obtained a job in the television series Hollywood Palace and shortly appeared briefly alongside Elvis Presley. Later, she appeared in the TV series A House Is Not a Home, followed by another in 1965. She quickly landed her first leading part in the musical A Swingin' Summer. Following the popularity of her part, she starred in the science fiction series Fantastic Voyage. It resulted in a slew of commitments and left and right films in both the US and Europe. She stepped away from the limelight for a decade before making a return in 1994 with the comedy picture The Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult. Aside from performing, she's also a businesswoman with a stake in the beauty industry. It's difficult to compare Sally and Raquel's achievements, but their abilities and attractiveness have undoubtedly resulted in equally stunning homes, such as this $2 million property she owns in Los Angeles. Shania Twain, Bahamas. Tina Turner's commanding presence on the stage inspired Shania Twain. Turner, after all, is a rock diva who electrifies her audience with her high-energy performances on stage. Twain's popular country songs such as That Don't Impress Me Much, You're Still the One, and I Won't Leave You Lonely are well known. Twain's investment money was poured into her opulent property in the warm Bahamas, as opposed to her idol who lives in Switzerland. It's located on an acre of white sand beach. This is hardly unexpected, considering that this 7,000 square foot mansion was designed to reflect Twain's elegance and enjoyment of the rural feel. Her house is enhanced by high ceilings, huge windows, and an abundance of natural light. When you compare their places of living, it's difficult to decide which one's superior. Tina Turner, Switzerland. When the name Tina Turner is spoken, the first term that springs to mind is diva. After all, she is a diva in her own right. Tina Turner, on the other hand, had a long career as a rock and roll diva. There are musicals about her life in various sections of the nation, demonstrating how much Turner's work has been appreciated. Turner, on the other hand, is presently staying in Switzerland with her husband. They reside in a magnificent property with an unknown price tag. Her home reflects her taste for Egyptian decorations and furniture fit for a palace, while her investment strategy demonstrates that she has the means to indulge herself. Although she doesn't formally own the property, it is a magnificent chateau appropriate for an icon like herself. Both Twain's and Turner's residences are lavish and stunning. But which one stands out? You make the call. Snoop Dogg, East Side, LA. Snoop Dogg is well known in the hip-hop community. Most people's awareness of hip-hop history is limited to his collaborations with another hip-hop tycoon, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre found 50 Cent, and Snoop is one of his contemporaries. Snoop is most known for his massively popular singles, Nothing But a G-Thing, The Next Episode, and Drop It Like It's Hot. It's hardly surprising that Snoop can afford a luxury lifestyle, given his status as a hip-hop legend. Indeed, Snoop invested in a property on Los Angeles' east side for just $720,000 in 1998. The mansion sits on 2.8 acres of land and is 4,000 square feet in size. According to sources, the home features 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a pool and spa area, and a basketball court. Sidney Poitier, Beverly Hills. Sidney Poitier is well known to us all. He began his acting career in the 1950s and has had a lifelong interest in the film business. Poitier is also an award-winning actor, film director, and public servant, having previously served as the Bahamas ambassador to Japan. Poitier was highly praised for his roles in A Patch of Blue and A Raisin in the Sun. He is the oldest living and earliest surviving Academy Award winner recipient for Best Actor at 93 years old. In the mid-1990s, he and his wife Joanna opted to offer their Beverly Hills house for $4.5 million, which is likely more costly now when computed using today's home financing. They lived on the land for 19 years and all 6 of their children most likely grew up there. Cristiano Ronaldo, Spain. If you're a major football fan, you've probably heard of football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo. Because of his level of expertise in the sport, this athlete has achieved high heights in their respective vocations. It's only appropriate that these guys can afford to live in opulent houses. Cristiano Ronaldo fell in love with Spain and purchased a home on the Costa del Sol for himself and his expanding family. The estate was apparently developed by Otero Group for $1.4 million. Cristiano is undoubtedly in a nice home since the business is recognized for building residences with contemporary flair. On top of all the traditional house amenities, he has a home theater and a driveway lit up with LED lights. He certainly lives in luxury. David Beckham, Miami. David Beckham, our major celebrity, has a wonderful home with his wife Victoria Beckham and their children. One of the most recent real estate investments made by the renowned and super-rich couple is a full-floor condominium apartment at 1000 Museum in Miami. The building was created by Zaha Hadid, a Pritzker Architecture Prize winner, and the apartment was listed for $20 million. Because David was going to be in Miami for an extended period of time, the couple decided it'd be a good idea for him to dwell in the renowned building throughout his stay. The house features 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms on its own. Their apartment is nothing short of extraordinary, with a complete 360-degree view of the city. You may have a preference for the football field, but these 2 players' residences are just too beautiful to pass up. Seline Dion, Jupiter Estate. Fans believe Seline Dion to be one of the most legendary vocalists of all time. Her vocal ability is well renowned as the voice of Titanic's My Heart Will Go On. In the 1980s, Dion launched her career with the love song Where Does My Heart Beat Now? She piqued the interest of singer Peebo Bryson, with whom she recorded another Grammy-winning song, Beauty and the Beast, but it was the publication of My Heart Will Go On that catapulted her to stardom. Her song reached the top of the Billboard charts and even won an Academy Award. She took a brief sabbatical after becoming pregnant with her husband, Renee Angelil. In 2002, she released a comeback album, which was followed by a string of successful songs, accolades, and performances. She's sold over 220 million records over the years and made a fortune from her profession and left and right investments. Seline was also the happy owner of this enormous Jupiter Island estate with a number of enticing facilities. Floyd Mayweather Jr., Los Angeles. We highlighted celebrities who are well known for their work on programs, movies, and music so far. Let's take a look at 2 of boxing's most renowned athletes this time. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is in the red corner, having fought 50 times in his career. Having said that, he won all 50 fights, 27 of them by knockout. Aside from boxing, Floyd has made major investments throughout the years, notably in his own promotional company, Mayweather Promotions. With all of his wealth, it's no wonder that he was able to afford a $25 million property in Beverly Hills. This relatively modest home features 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and facilities such as a wine cellar with 225 bottles, a pool, a gym, and a 12-seat movie theater. Jim Parsons, Los Feliz. Many legendary TV series have been launched by the entertainment business throughout the years. The Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother, both starring Jim Parsons and Neil Patrick Harris, are among those that are regarded as comic gold. Jim has since had the opportunity to work on a variety of projects, including theatrical shows such as The Normal Heart and the Tony Award-winning The Boys in the Band. Jim was also the delighted owner of a Los Feliz property, which he purchased in 2014 for $6.3 million. Since then, it's apparently been listed for $6.9 million. The 4,000-square-foot property, built in 1922, includes 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and a lagoon-style swimming pool with its own waterfall and fountains. To top it all off, before Jim, this tiny residence housed other well-known superstars such as Tim Curry, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Robert Pattinson. Tom Hanks, Pacific Palisades. Tom Hanks has been one of Hollywood's most in-demand actors in recent years. Although there are numerous actors called Tom in Hollywood, he's one of the most well-known. Sleepless in Seattle, Saving Private Ryan, and The Da Vinci Code are among the films we identify with Hanks. Hanks and his wife, Rita Wilson, are now residing at their Pacific Palisades house, where they spent last year. The home is 14,500 square feet and contains 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. They also sold 2 other mansions in the region that they'd bought via a proper investment strategy. Hanks also has a Malibu seaside house. It's difficult to determine which of these 2 Toms has the better home, since they both have their own unique appearance and feel. Steve Harvey, Atlanta. Steve Harvey has become a fixture on American television. Since 1985, he's been entertaining the globe. He's possibly best known for presenting famous TV series such as The Steve Harvey Morning Show, Family Feud, and the Miss Universe pageant. He's received countless honors, including multiple Emmy Awards and a plaque on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's hardly surprising that he's accumulated a fortune given his success in the sector. His magnificent Atlanta home is one of his numerous investments. The home has 7 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, and a resort-style decor. It also boasts a contemporary swimming pool, a vast gym center, wine storage, an entertainment area, a wide patio for gardening, and a tennis court, among many other facilities. Because both properties are stunning, a property's worth cannot be determined. Diana Ross, Quarry Farm. Diana Ross and Janet Jackson are 2 of the most famous ladies in music history. It's no wonder that many vocalists who came after them cite them as key inspirations. They began in low circumstances, and both ladies rose to prominence while performing in groups. Jackson started her career as a member of her family's famed singing group, the Jacksons. Meanwhile, Ross got her start when the female group The Supremes was formed. Both ladies have undoubtedly gained a lot more access since then. Ross owns Quarry Farm, a home in the countryside. Her 12,562 square foot Greenwich estate features 11 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and 5 fireplace houses. It seems impressive, but the singer believes her home is nothing exceptional. Ross also owns 4 acres of unoccupied property in addition to Quarry Farm. Ross listed the house for sale in 2010. Mariah KY, Bahamas. Mariah Carey, the best-selling artist of all time, is recognized for her high notes. She launched her first album in 1990, and 4 of her hit songs reached the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The album sold 12 million copies, establishing Mariah as a diva at the time. The superstar vocalist then went on to release a string of chart-topping albums, including Emotions and Music Box. Daydream, her 1994 album, included collaborations with musicians such as Boyz II Men. When You Believe, a popular track from her 1995 album, was performed with another superstar, Whitney Houston. She became the second artist in the United States with the most #1 hit singles after releasing her single, Touch My Body, in 2008. She maintains her unbeatable status by amassing a massive net worth via her job and investments. Mariah and Celine's accomplishments in the music business are indisputable, and their stunning houses speak for themselves. Mariah, for example, has a number of homes in her portfolio. One of the most eye-catching, however, is this $15 million oceanfront home she bought in 2008. Connie Stevens, Studio City. Connie Stevens, a singer-actress, has sold her $17 million West Side house. She presently resides in a ranch-style home in Studio City, estimated at $2.036 million. It's a 5,300 square foot hidden home, hidden behind gates that surround almost an acre of land. Its Californian rustic interior has a beamed ceiling and part of the roofing, as well as exquisitely made wooden flooring and wide-framed windows. Not to mention the landscaping built by architect Steven Ellsberg that surrounds the residence. There are palm trees that reach toward the sky, a lush garden, and a loft apartment on top of a 3-car garage. McGraw and Stevens are both 80-year-old American actors. Both are renowned actresses who have succeeded in the field of performing. They once resided in New York City, but things have changed. 50 Cent, Connecticut. 50 Cent is still largely regarded as one of the industry's most influential rappers. He's been called a master of the nuanced art of lyrical brevity. When Eminem and Dr. Dre stepped in to help him record his first big album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', which quickly became one of the best-selling rap albums in the world, he catapulted to worldwide celebrity. He resides in Farmington, Connecticut, in a big investment home that was once owned by boxing great Mike Tyson. The home was reportedly advertised for $18.5 million by 50 Cent. As we can see, both Snoop's and 50 Cent's houses are exceedingly extravagant and magnificent, and we'd take both if given the opportunity, since it's difficult to decide which is better. Shaquille ONeal, Florida Mansion. Shaquille ONeal is a basketball icon in the NBA. He's also one of the most well-known names, especially among new admirers. Otherwise, O'Neal began his professional basketball career before you. In 1992, he made his NBA debut as a member of the Orlando Magic. He joined the LA Lakers 4 years later and helped them win many NBA titles. You may be unaware that he's a rap singer. O'Neal's Orlando, Florida property investment is a 31,000 square foot mega mansion where the basketball star enjoys peace and quiet. The lovely residence features 12 bedrooms and 11.5 bathrooms. In 1993, the former professional basketball player purchased the almost 4-acre property. True to his love, O'Neal erected an indoor basketball court, a car dealership, a cigar bar, and a soundproof home cinema on the site. Michael Jordan, Chicago. Perhaps no other athlete on our list is as beloved as this one. He's known as the GOAT, or greatest of all time, for a reason. Michael Jordan is undoubtedly the most recognizable basketball player of all time. He's credited for introducing the game to a global audience in the 1990s. They dominated the league for nearly a decade with Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen winning 6 championships in the process. However, he's not just a basketball great, he also has excellent taste in real estate. His large estate in Chicago, for example, has a floor space of 56,000 square feet and stands on 7 acres of ground. The mansion is valued at more than $29 million and has other incredible facilities such as a tennis court, an infinity pool, a billiards room, and of course, a basketball court. Morgan Freeman, Charleston, Mississippi. Morgan Freeman's amazing performance and remarkable acting abilities have adorned the cinema and television screens several times. Both are now regarded as legendary performers in Hollywood history. He's highly respected in his different sectors due to his accomplishments. Of course, he has wonderful mansions. Morgan Freeman has a 124-acre estate near Charleston, Mississippi. There are no records on the actual value of the estate, although it is a magnificent estate. In 2014, he converted the land into a bee sanctuary. His financial management skills are evident as he built 26 beehives on the property and planted bee-friendly vegetation throughout. He may always come over and be surrounded by nature. His business activities and dedication to wildlife preservation on his land are really remarkable. Chuck Norris, Tustin. When you think of outstanding action movies with the finest martial arts sequences, either Chuck Norris or Sylvester Stallone come to mind. Chuck Norris has been a box office success for many years. Chuck Norris is known as the Kung Fu King, so it's no surprise that he has a lot of money to spend on his homes. Chuck Norris's massive estate in Tustin, California was completed in 1977. He paid $3.5 million for it. It has a formal dining room, a living room with a bar, an outside dining area with a grill, a personal spa with a dry sauna, and a large terrace. Despite its evident luxury features, the home may have some obsolete facilities, so we won't be shocked if Chuck chooses to have some of the flooring or walls updated at some time. Sylvester Stallone, Palm Beach. Sylvester Stallone is one of Hollywood's most beloved action heroes, as well as one of its wealthiest. He, for example, is a macho actor known for his appearances as John Rambo and Rocky Balboa. He was able to buy multiple investment properties over his illustrious career. Sylvester paid a stunning $35 million for a magnificent house in Palm Beach, Florida in December 2020. The Spanish-style home has 10,500 square feet of living area and includes a spa and a swimming pool pavilion that from a distance resembles a keyhole. A workout studio and a wine cellar are also included in the price of the property. Since we can't decide which property is superior, we can simply agree that a nice house is another thing Chuck and Sylvester have in common.